Most people think that if they're in an auto accident, the at-fault person is going to compensate them, give them money to pay for their medical bills, their lost earnings, their lost wages. And unfortunately, that's not always true. I'm Tom Friedman. I'm a lawyer in Nevada, and a 2021 study by the Insurance Research Council found 12.6% of drivers in the U.S. don't have insurance. That's almost 1 in 8 drivers, and that's not a good statistic. So, what happens if you're injured by one of these uninsured drivers? Well, you can make a claim. You can try to collect the money from the uninsured driver. You could even go to trial and you can win, and you can get a big verdict against the uninsured driver. Well, then what? You have a nice verdict form that says the uninsured driver owes you money. Let's say it's $200,000. Now what? Well, the uninsured driver has no insurance, so normally the insurance company would pay the bill. Here, there is no insurance company. The bill doesn't get paid. So what does that mean? That means you go try to collect from the uninsured driver. Well, in most cases, if somebody doesn't have money to pay for insurance for their car, they're not sitting on a big pile of cash that can go pay you a big judgment. So you'll have this nice piece of paper saying somebody owes you all this money, but practically speaking, you're not going to get any money, so that piece of paper is kind of worthless. So the other difficult situations on the roadway is when you have a driver that does have insurance, but they have just minimum limits, but you have big injuries. Well, what happens then? Here in Nevada, the minimum limits are $25,000. Well, if your medical bills and lost wages and pain and suffering amount to hundreds of thousands of dollars, that $25,000 is not going to go very far. So, what can you do to protect yourself? Pull out your own auto insurance policy and take a look at it. If you're in a fault-based state, like I am here in Nevada, there's probably a couple of lines for uninsured and underinsured motorist protection. And what that is insurance for you. So when you purchase uninsured motorist on your own policy, what happens is if you're in an accident with this uninsured motorist and the uninsured motorist has no money to pay you, your own insurance company is going to pay you the amount that the at-fault driver owes you up to your policy limits. Now with the underinsured motorist part of your policy, it works slightly different. Let's say you're in a state where the minimum limits are $15,000, so the underinsured motorist will have their policy pay you the $15,000, but then there's still this big gap of medical bills, injuries, pain, and suffering that's not paid. Well, then you make a claim to your own insurance company to pay for the difference between the $15,000 and the full value of the case, at least up to your policy limits. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, comment below, and thanks very much for watching.